If you've been putting off starting a YouTube channel because the setup feels overwhelming or you just frankly have no idea where to start, this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up a YouTube channel in the simplest and fastest way possible without overthinking it, without any fancy gear, and without like this overwhelming pressure to do it right the first time. All of that just kind of gets in the way of getting started, especially if your brain overcomplicates things like mine does. This is exactly where to start. Let's get the computer screen up on the shot and I'll go into picture-in-picture mode. All right, so here we are on YouTube. We are assuming you don't even have an account. So that's where we have to start. So you go up here to sign in. And since we don't have an account, we go to create account. I'm going to select for my work or business because I'm going to go ahead and future-proof this account. Assume that I'm making a YouTube channel to eventually make money off of it. You can definitely tell when I'm not on a dark mode screen, huh? All right, so we're just going to get a Gmail address. First name Steve, last name's optional. Put in a birthday, should be yours. This is not mine. I am not set. 95 years old, almost 96. Put in your gender if you'd like. And you can either use an existing email or get a Gmail address instead. If you have a Gmail address, you already have a Google account, and what you're doing right now is pointless unless you wanted to set up a separate Google account for your YouTube, which is not a terrible idea. You should, in fact, have a separate email address from your YouTube to use as your channel's email address, both for contact information and for signing up for things like third-party applications, just in case the email address gets compromised, you won't wind up losing your YouTube account. Use your YouTube Google account for nothing else but YouTube to lessen the chances of you losing it to some sort of data breach or something. Better safe than sorry. It's just good internet cybersecurity practices. All right, so we will get a Gmail address. This is the only decision that you have to make that is, to my knowledge, permanent. Everything else can be changed down the line, not your Google account's name. We will go ahead and put distracted tubin. All right, and put in a password. And then you need to confirm you're not a robot. I am fairly certain that I'm going to be incapable of doing this. My phone numbers have been used too many times. And then from here, you'll get a verification code and be able to create your Gmail account. So I'm just going to go ahead and sign into mine, and I will then meet you back at youtube.com after you are signed into Google. So this is roughly what you'll see after you get back to YouTube. You can click up here. For you, it should say create channel here. You can go ahead and click on that. It will prompt you to put in a name and handle. All of these things are changeable down the road. So just put in, you can leave what it gives you. It should just kind of be your first name and some letters and numbers. Obviously, you don't want to keep that long term, but if you don't have something locked in your brain right now as far as what you want your handle to be, you can just leave it at that until you do decide. Same thing with your name. All right, once you do, you will land on a page that looks something like this. This is where you can change your banner. A good site for creating stuff like this is called Canva. I'm not going to go ahead and give a full Canva tutorial, but it is relatively easy just to make something simple like a banner. As you can see here, I just made a solid color background and put the name of my channel and just a little kind of tagline type thing. So not anything terribly complicated, and that is what I suggest for you. You can always change it later. Second thing here is you can change your picture. As you see, I have this dashing picture here. Look at that guy. He is, but you can make that whatever you like, and it is completely changeable later, just like everything else on this page. Then we have the name that we put in just a moment ago when we created the thing, and like I said, you can change it very easily. Change it right here. So this is sort of your name on YouTube. I know that says name, but your handle is what is actually sort of important. So you want to make it something unique and something that is memorable, and it can be changed twice every 2 weeks, 14 days. So no pressure on making something like that right now. Right now we are just creating the channel. So moving on, you can add your pronouns if you'd like. You can add a channel description, just basically what your channel is for and who it's for. I'm going to go live back down here in the corner and just point at things with the pointer. And you have the contact info. I recommend putting in a different email address, like I said earlier, than is the email address associated with your YouTube account. This is not the email address associated with my YouTube account, surprisingly, but it is one where you can contact me at if you feel like it. I will answer your emails and any questions you have. And then here you can put a watermark. As you see, I have this nice little YouTube subscribe button. That's because the watermark, wherever you put it in the video, either at the end or starting at a certain time going through the whole video or through the entire video, if they click on that watermark, it will bring them to a subscribe to your channel option. So a soft call to action. And that's that. You have a YouTube channel. Now, there are a couple other things that I very much recommend that you do, and we will go into it right now without getting super far into all the settings. You, of course, can poke around in these and change what you want, but these are the ones you definitely should change. First up, you want to set your country of residence correctly. This keyword thing, this is just keywords for your channel. If someone's searching for stuff or YouTube is trying to figure out who to push your videos to, this is kind of a little bit of a guide. You can put stuff in here if you'd like. It's not necessary, it helps a little bit. There's not really anything in the advanced settings that is something that you should change. And then here we have the feature eligibility. This is kind of the big thing in the settings that we need to do. Everyone starts out with the standard features enabled right here. And then the intermediate features, you can start having YouTube videos that are over 15 minutes and create custom thumbnails. Now that is the big one. Even if you're not creating YouTube things over 15 minutes and you're not live streaming, you really should be creating custom thumbnails. And we will get into all of that later. Just know that you should be. So get this validated. It requires a phone number verification, and it has to be one that hasn't been used before, which is really cutting down on my ability to make YouTube channels. I'm sure there's a way around it. I haven't looked too far into it, but I'm sure there is. The advanced feature validation, if you have an affiliate thing already set up, this is probably the only reason that you'd want to use advanced features. Unless you're a shorts channel and you want to make a bunch of shorts every day, the advanced feature validation will do a bunch of options for you. The big thing is the external links in video description. That is how you can set up your affiliate links if you so have any, such as the affiliate links that you will find in my description for any gear I might recommend including in this video. And then affiliate links, of course, if you use them, the person who has the affiliate link does get a small percentage and it doesn't cost the purchaser anything more, which is kind of nice. You get a little bit of a commission, and that includes, again, the ones in my description. The A/B testing of titles and thumbnails is nice, but not necessary, so don't worry too much about that off the bat. But the ability to upload more shorts and the ability to embed in external links are the only things that you might possibly want out of the gate. Eventually, you'll want to do this because it's necessary to apply for monetization. You can set some upload defaults here. You see, I don't even have like an upload. I have visibility private. That's pretty much it, and a bunch of tags. But we don't need to worry about any of this. In the advanced settings, you don't really need to worry about any of this. Once you're a little bit more comfortable with the YouTube Studio, you can go in here and change a bunch of these. But right now, put it to the side. You don't need it. And you're done. Go ahead and save. And you have a YouTube channel that is ripe for uploading channels to. And to do that, you only have to hit create. You go to upload video. You pick your video from wherever it is, put all this information in, and publish it. That's outside of the purview of this. We're just setting the channel here. But you now have a channel that you can put videos on. Now, what do you actually need to start a channel? And let's go ahead and get myself out of this circle. All right, and here's what you need as far as gear is concerned to start a YouTube channel. Bam! Your phone. If you have a phone that's been made in the past decade, you have a phone good enough for YouTube. I think it was a full-on decade ago that iPhone started being able to shoot in 4K, and I believe Android was just a little bit before them in that situation. So, again, last decade, good enough for YouTube. Don't even look at cameras, please, I beg of you. You will fall down a rabbit hole. I know buying things feels like progress. It is not. That is fluff dopamine. Ignore it. I'm begging you, do not look at cameras yet. Do not look at lenses. Unless you have to film in a very dark room, do not look at lights. There are two things that you might want to look at. One, and these can both be obtained fairly cheaply, fairly easily. You don't have to think too much about them. First up, a microphone. Because people can forgive bad editing. People can forgive bad lighting. People can forgive bad framing of a shot, all of that stuff. Low quality videos. Even Mr. Beast uploads in 1080p. I have a visitor. Piper, come here. I have a visitor. Oh, she can't figure it out. She has no idea what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, I have a visitor. You like that? I know you like the love. Hi. Can I have kisses? Thank you. Yes. All right. Back down. She's like, what are you doing? She's not used to being picked up. I was going to change my camera setup. She wasn't really having any of that. That may or may not actually make it in. We'll find out. Where was I? Cameras? Right. 1080p. Mr. Beast does it. It's good enough for Mr. Beast. Probably good enough for you. Microphone. So yes, well that's where I was. People can forgive a lot of things. They cannot forgive bad stuff. Nothing will make someone switch away more than poor audio. It's just no good. Little cheapy mic that's actually decent. The BOYA brand's little lavalier mic, either wired if you can get away with it because it is slightly better quality, or the wireless one works as well. That's the first wireless mic I started out. I'll have a link to that in the description. It is an affiliate link like I was talking about before. So if you use it, I get money. It doesn't cost you anything, so thanks. The other thing you might want to consider getting is some sort of tripod, just possibly one that's also a selfie stick, depending on how you plan on shooting your videos. Just something to keep your phone steady and at the level that you want it. You don't even need that. If you know where you're filming, you can set up some sort of tower of books and prop the camera up, and that's good enough. But the tripod does make things a lot easier, and they aren't expensive. So those are the only two pieces of gear that I would consider getting starting straight out. Microphone, tripod, nothing else. I'm not kidding. I speak to you from experience. I fell down a deep rabbit hole. I mistook buying things for actually starting a YouTube channel. Buying things is not as starting a YouTube channel. Buying things is buying things and procrastinating. You also need editing software. Both CapCut and DaVinci Resolve are free and excellent. CapCut is lower barrier to entry as far as technical expertise is concerned. DaVinci is more powerful but more complicated. So of course that is the path I took, because there is no task that I can't figure out the most difficult way to do it, as long as it has even this much benefit. I still recommend you start with CapCut unless you're a little more technically inclined or have any sort of editing background at all. I did have one from forever ago, but it still was a background. If you are a Mac user, there's also iMovie, I believe it's called. Comes on Macs. Apples have always been more geared towards the creative side of computering than Windows has. I don't recommend the onboard Windows video editor. I don't even remember what it's called. That's how much I don't recommend it. So CapCut or DaVinci Resolve, or if you already have another one that you like, let me know down in the comments. But those are the two I recommend. All right, and that is everything you need to know to start shooting videos and uploading them for the new year. So I highly recommend you start a new channel. It's very simple, as you could see. Hopefully, I was able to adequately explain how to do it all and to kind of break through the mental roadblocks of thinking it might be difficult in the slightest bit to set up, because it obviously is not. That is everything you need to get yourself to the point where all you need to do is record a video and post it. And if you need help on the workflow for how to do that, go ahead and check out this playlist. And if you are curious why I'm starting a new video and why now is a good time for you to be as well, check out that video. Again, my name is Steve. I hope you found this helpful. If so, go ahead and like and subscribe, and we can continue growing our channels together, and I will see you in the next one.